Welcome once again to another video for the first week of the Spanish La Liga. I'm going to give you my predictions now. I hope that you've had a really wonderful week so far in terms of the other leagues that are being contested across Europe, the English League, the French League. And so this week we'll be starting with game week 1 for La Liga, and so therefore our first game for La Liga is going to be on Friday, and this game is against Osasuna versus Sevilla. Osasuna being at home, and as you can see here, the last 5 meetings, Sevilla have won 4 and 1 has ended in a draw. It being the start of the season, Osasuna is usually well organized at home. They're not an easy team to beat at home in a sense. Mind that they will lose a number of games at home over the season, but this game being the opener, I'm going to go straight into it. I'm going to say this one is going to be a draw between Sevilla and Osasuna. I'm expecting this one to be a draw. Both teams to score no, and I'm expecting under 2.5 goals, so both teams score no, and under 2.5 goals, yes. In terms of the scoreline, I think this one is going to be a 0-0 draw. We are expecting Sevilla to win, so if I should go outside of my prediction of a 0-0 draw, I'd say Sevilla to win 2-0. Alright? But these are my predictions for this particular game. Osasuna versus Sevilla, I'm expecting a draw, a 0-0 draw that is, and therefore that would mean that both teams would not score and under 2.5 goals for this game. Let's see if I'm going to go outside of that. I'd say Sevilla to win 2-0. Alright. Moving on to our next game, which is Celta de Vigo versus Espanyol. And for this game, I am expecting that I'm expecting Celta to do well, but I think it's going to end in a draw as well. I think I think I'll have this one as a 1-1 draw, both teams to score. I'll have both teams to score, yes, and under 2.5 goals. And the predicted scoreline for me is 1-1 for this game. Celta de Vigo versus Espanyol. Celta de Vigo playing at home. I'm expecting a draw. Both teams to score. Scoreline 1-1. So both teams are scoring under 2.5 goal. Those are my predictions for the Celta de Vigo versus Espanyol game. Moving on to our next game, which is Real Valladolid versus Villarreal. And for this game, I am expecting that Villarreal to win this one 2-1. Alright, I'm expecting Villarreal to win this one 2-1. So both teams will score. And Villarreal to win. I'm expecting Villarreal to win this 1-2-1. And so therefore, in terms of double chance, you can say Real Valladolid or Villarreal. And both teams to score, yeah. Alright, scoreline 2-1 in favor of Villarreal. Alright, and so those are my predictions for this game. Villarreal to win, both teams to score. Villarreal to win and both teams to score, yes. For a double chance, Villarreal or Real Valladolid. Why do I continue to get this pronunciation incorrect? Alright, then yes, the name is there and both of them to win, both of them to score, yes. So that's another one. The score line, I have 2-1 in favor of Real Valladolid. If you don't want to bet the score line, you can always jump to the handicap system, and then you have Villarreal winning by a goal. Alright, Villarreal winning by a goal. If the game should end 2-1, then this would end up in a draw here. Alright, so that's how you apply the handicap. Alright, so that's another option there. Alright, then so our next game would be Barcelona versus Rayo Vallecano. And I expect Barcelona to win here, and I expect them to win handsomely. I expect them to score in about 3 goals. I'm expecting them to win here by 3-0. Barcelona to win. Both teams to score no. Barcelona to win and both teams to score no. And in terms of double chance, we have Barcelona and Rayo and no goals. Yeah. And the correct scoreline, I'm predicting that Barcelona will score 3 goals in this game. Alright. And I think Lebanon should open the season with goals, yes. Maybe a brace. Alright. So he should score. It depends on how much time Aubameyang gets, he could score as well. Alright, so that's my prediction for the Barcelona versus Rayo Vallecano game. Barcelona to win by 3-0, and that means that it's over 2.5 and both teams to score no. Our next game is going to be Cadiz versus Real Sociedad. And for this game, I'm expecting a draw. Here. I think this game is going to end either 0-0 or 1-1. So I'm expecting this game to end in a draw. Both teams to score. I'm going to say no. And the scoreline I'm going to select 0-0. Alright. I'm expecting that to end in a draw. So these are my predictions for the Cadiz versus Real Sociedad game. Alright. Moving on to our next game, which is Valencia versus Girona. Girona back in La Liga, coming up from the second division. They have been there for a couple of years now, but no strangers to La Liga. So they are back up this season. Valencia didn't do too well last season in terms of home game, but all the games overall, they didn't do too well. They weren't themselves. And they had games that they performed well then, but they weren't consistent. And so therefore, as a result for this game, I'm going to have this game ended in a draw. I think this game is going to end in a draw. Both teams to score. No, I don't think both teams are going to score. So this is looking like a 0-0 draw. First, if it's not a 0-0 draw, I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw. So that's another possibility as well. That's not a possibility. I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw or a 0-0 draw. So this game is going to be under 2.5 goals. And draw and under 1 draw and under 2.5. Yeah. Alright, so these are my predictions for this particular game. A draw. Both teams to score. No, I don't think so. I think it's going to end in a 0-0 draw, but I have a 1-1 draw here. That's a possibility as well. And in terms of a double combination bet, you can go for a draw and under 2.5 goal. That's a very nice out here. $4.33. And so our next game for game week 1 of La Liga would be Almeria versus Real Madrid, the defending champions for the league. I think it's going to be between them and Barcelona this year again, as usual. But I think it depends on how the games. Who drops the least amount of points are going to win. Let's put it that way. Yeah. Let's put it that way. I'm tempted to say that Barcelona is going to win the league, but I'm going to leave it at who drops the least amount of points are going to win. Now, when I say drop points, I mean like there was some matches that they end up drawing that you didn't expect them to draw, or based on how they were performing, or based on the opposition in the game. Alright, so the prediction for this game is that Real Madrid to win by 2 goals here. So I have Real Madrid to win this game. Real Madrid, let me select this. Sorry about that, I did not change it. Real Madrid to win by 2 goals. Real Madrid to win. Both teams to score no. No, both teams won't score. And Real Madrid to win by 2 goals. And in terms of a double chance, Real Madrid and under 4 goals. This is a nice odd. $2.50. That's nice. Alright, so these are my predictions. Real Madrid to win, both teams to score no. Real Madrid to score 2 goals in this game, and Real Madrid to win, and the game ends with less than 4 goals. Alright, so these are my predictions for the Real Madrid versus Almeria game. Almeria being at home, but Real Madrid being in a stronger position, I'm expecting them to win this game. Our next game for game week 1 of La Liga will be Atletico Bilbao versus Real Mallorca. Real Mallorca. And for this game, I'm expecting that Atleti Bilbao, expecting them to pull off the win here. Expecting them to win. I'm going to have them winning by a goal. So I'm expecting Atleti to win, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say they're going to win by 1 goal. I'm expecting them to win 1-0 on a good day. Good day for them. I'm expecting to win by 2 goals. I don't think they're going to have it all the way against Real Mallorca, but I'm expecting them to win. So I'm expecting under 2.5 goals in this game. If I should go for a double chance here, I would say Atletico Bilbao or Mallorca and under 2.5. Alright, so these are my predictions. Atletico Bilbao's win by a goal here, and in terms of a double chance bet, Atleti or Mallorca to win and under 2.5 goals. Yes. Alright, so those are my predictions for that game. Our next game would be Itafe versus Atletico Madrid. Itafe versus Atletico Madrid. Well, we all know how Atletico is, and Itafe is not going to give them a easy game being at home. And but in the last 5 games they have won 4 and they've only had 1 draw. The form here for Itafe, it doesn't look good. Atletico, they're in prime form, as in they have been winning their matches, and so therefore for this game I am going to give Atletico Madrid the win, but I don't expect that this game is going to go over 3 goals. So Atletico to win under 3 goals, and both teams are not going to score. Alright, so Atletico to win and under 3. Alright, you could also go with Atletico to win and under 4. I mean, if you want a safer bet. Yes, Atletico generally don't score a lot of goals, but they have the days that will score goals. Typically they tend to score on average maybe about 2 goals away, maybe for the last season. But well, from memory I'm talking, I don't have the stats here, but I don't expect them to go over 2 goals. If it's a good day for them, they might go to 3, so hence the reason why I said they could take the Atletico to win on the 3.5. Alright, so those are my predictions for this game. Atletico to win and Atletico win and under 2.5 or 3.5 goals for the game. Alright, so moving on. So those are my predictions for that game. Atletico playing away, that is. So our next game would be Real Betis versus Elche. And for this game, I'm expecting Real Betis to win, but if I should make another decision outside of Real Betis winner, I would say this would end in a draw. But I do expect Real Betis to win this game, and so therefore I am going to have Real Betis winning this game, and I'll have Real Betis winning by a goal. I think they're going to win this one 2-1. Alright, that's a Real Betis or a draw, and both teams to score yes. The scoreline, Real Betis winning 2-1. Alright, if you want to go for another double chance, again you could go and you could see Real Betis or a draw. Real Betis or a draw, and on the 4 point over on the 4 goals. Alright, so these are my predictions. Real Betis to win, Real Betis or a draw, and both teams to score yes. Real Betis to win 2-1. Alright, and if you want to stay on the safer side, you could say Real Betis or a draw and on the 4 goals. Alright, so those are my predictions for that particular game, and so I wish you all happy betting. And just a tip before you go, whenever you're placing a bet, I suggest that you try not to have no more than 5 or 6 predictions per slip, Yes, that's going to take more money, but I think it's safer. The less predictions on a slip is, the smaller the probability of you possibly getting one wrong. All right, and so therefore, the less games you have. For example, one of my strategies that I tend to pick, I'd go through I'd go through the English league, La Liga, Italian league, Serie A, Bundesliga, and Liga, and I'd pick out the game. I'd pick one game from each league that I'm certain about. All right, and then I'll put those in a slip, and then I'll bet on those games. And so by the time I'm through at the end of the game week, I end up with maybe like 5 or 6 tickets because I bet on goals. I do the combination bets like you see here. I maybe bet on scores some of the times. I maybe do spot betting in terms of when the first goal is going to score, but typically I try not to have no more than 5 or 6 predictions per slip. It works out better for you that way, and that way you can be more profitable. And as usual, whenever you're placing the bets, try not to bet no more than you can afford to lose, and whenever you win, you should reinvest that money into your betting account rather than withdrawing it all, and then you're gonna have to put some fresh money in it again. All right, and you just let it accumulate and accumulate, and over time then you can find yourself with a big bankroll. And you can, the bigger your bankroll, the smaller your bet slips can become. Mind here, you're gonna have to invest more, but you're betting smartly. All right, so you're not betting foolishly. So that way you stand a higher possibility of winning, you can gain more. Alright, so thank you once again for watching this video, and please subscribe and like this video and share with your friends. Thank you.